Hey everybody, this is a review of a power flush kit for your Harvest Right freeze dryer. Now this kit, I bought it from freezedryer-accessories.com and I've been using it for about 2 months. Prior to owning this power flush kit, I used the freeze dryer for about a month and a half, and I did all the oil changes and all the power flushes manually, and I found out that it was just becoming a real messy chore to go in here and do the power flushes. Now, your Harvest Right freeze dryer vacuum pump, when you purchase it, it's got down here a place where you can drain the oil out. And you'll notice that if you want to be able to drain the oil out, I found I had to take the pump itself and scoot it up towards the edge of the table. And when I wanted to do power flushes, I was taking a bucket, putting the bucket underneath there, and it was spraying oil down into the bucket, making oil vapor. It was a real mess. And I just didn't want to have to take the pump outside every time I wanted to do a power flush. And honestly, after using the freeze dryer, even a few loads, it gets really grimy in there. So I bought the power flush kit, and what it comes with here, comes with all the hardware you need to hook it up. You've got an attachment up here where you can hook your air hose in, and a valve to open it and close it. Likewise in the back, you've got a valve that you can control the airflow there. There's a tube that runs out of the drain, and it comes over here and hooks into the filter assembly itself. And what the filter assembly looks like, kind of looks like an automotive oil filter. I just took a box and made a stand for it, but the owner of the company sells an actual mounting bracket, so you can mount this to a cart or something. I just haven't done it yet. And then there's another tube that runs back up, and there's some hardware included, so you can attach this up to your vacuum pump. You notice there are some little valves here to make it real easy to open and close. And when you want to take and drain some water out between every load, it's really easy because there's a quick release right here. All you have to do is pull back on that, and then you can take this and you can just go ahead and open it right up, drain off as much water or oil as you need. So really easy. You're not making a mess, you're not getting stuff all over the place. And then you just take and pop it right back in. Easy. Now when you want to run and do a power flush, it's got to be the easiest thing ever. All you do is you take and you make sure that your oil lines, valves are in the open position, like so. Close off your air lines, like that, and then turn on your vacuum pump. And then you just take and let it run for about 4 to 5 minutes. And what it does when it's running is it's taking and it's forcing that oil through here, through the filter, and back up again. And it couldn't be easier. So I like to take and run and do a power flush after every use of the freeze dryer. When the oil's warm, that's when it flows the best. But some of the main pros to this flush kit is you completely eliminate all the mess of the oil. The only time I even get a drop of oil on my hands is when I'm disconnecting this to drain it. And even then, it's only a couple drops. When you do your power flushes, real easy to do. And then when you need to replace the filter, you can buy replacement filters, and they just screw on really easily. I think you can buy a pack of 4 for $60. So overall, this power flush kit has made using the freeze dryer so much easier and so much more that I actually want to do it, because I'm not worried about oil spraying all over the place, getting all over me. The oil's staying cleaner between my runs of the freeze dryer, and my vacuum pressure is really low, meaning that it is keeping a good vacuum. And before I had the freeze dryer flush kit, when my vacuum pump got really dirty, my vacuum pressure was not getting as low as it used to be, and it was taking me a lot longer to run my loads. But with this flush kit and with running a power flush after every load, you know, most of my food is done in 24 hours. Some of the more intensive stuff might take up to 30 or so, but it makes it run a lot faster. So I would highly, highly recommend this product. You know, if you buy a freeze dryer, you've already dropped 3,000 plus into it. If you buy a bigger freeze dryer, you've dropped more than that. And to go with about 245 more for the flush kit, it just makes sense. It makes it so much easier. So any cons? You know, I really can't think of any. Would probably be more easy if I had the little cart mounting bracket, but you know, I'm an economic guy and this box works just fine for me, although I may upgrade in the future. So definitely worth your time to use the Power Flush Kit. It makes it a lot easier, makes it a lot more enjoyable to run your Harvest Right freeze dryer. Hey, so real quick afterthought, because I'm giving you an honest review here. Assembly of this is pretty straightforward. There's some really good instructions that come with it. I will say though, that the fit and finish on this thing is so tight that I did find it was a little bit difficult to install these lines to screw them in, and only because it was kind of hard to grab onto the filter. Now, if I actually had that cart mounting bracket, I bet it would have been a lot easier because I would have had something to grab onto while I torqued down these lines really well. But honestly, after I got it all put together and installed, I've had zero leakage with this thing in the many months that I've used it. So really nice fit and finish. I'm really highly impressed by this product. All right, really that's all this time. Please feel free to leave me some comments. And lastly, I am not affiliated at all with the owner and seller of this product. This review is just my own free will, thinking that I help you guys out in your decisions if you're ever considering it. Thanks a lot.